Welcome to the Yellow Jacket Training Module 10. In this course module, you will learn how to record an incident, including a near miss, injury, or damage to property, raise the related consequences, observations, and actions associated with the incident, close out the incident, and lastly, generate the incident report. To record an incident in Yellow Jacket, simply click the Record Incident link from the project page. This will open the incident form where you can complete details of the incident. Firstly, what happened? Capture the details of the incident in that box. Secondly, you can upload images and then capture the date that the incident occurred and also the time. Using the location diagrams, you can record the location of the incident. If there are no diagrams uploaded on the project, simply capture the location of the incident in that box. Next, record the company responsible for the incident. This will list all companies linked to the project within Yellow Jacket. You can also record any other companies involved in the incident and their involvement. Click Add Company, and that company name has now been added. For each incident, one company must be set as the investigator. Again, simply select the company name from the drop-down list and the individual that's going to investigate the incident. You can also upload attachments, and last but not least, select the target closure date for the incident. This must be within 14 days of when the incident has been recorded in Yellow Jacket. Having completed that form, just click Save and Continue. You have now recorded the incident in Yellow Jacket, which is displayed on the summary dashboard. From here, you can edit the incident details if there are any changes, including adding other photos. Next, you must record one or more consequences linked to the incident. To do this, simply click on the consequence box, which lists the different consequences that can be added. This includes an injury, damage to the environment, damage to property, a non-conformance, an industrial disease, and lastly a near miss. So let's record an injury relating to the incident. Simply select from the drop-down list and click Add. The injury summary includes the main incident record, where you can also add further information. You can also upload evidence, such as images, to the injury. Next, you must record the actual and the potential severity of the injury. The options include the catastrophic, critical, marginal, and negligible. There is a link to the right-hand side, which if you click, it gives you a definition of each of these terms. Next, select the company affected by the incident and the potential cost to the Commission from the incident. There is a link to the HSE cost calculator if you wish to use that tool. Then simply describe the details of the person that was injured, their occupation, their employment status, and the category of the injury. There is a comprehensive list, so simply select the relevant item that best fits with the injury occurred. Using this diagram, you can pinpoint the exact location of the injuries sustained and the classification of the injury from this drop-down list, which could include lost time, injuries requiring first aid, or something more serious like a RID or reportable injury. For any injury requiring absence from leave, you can record the absence start date and also the return to work date. You can also record and attach any other documentation related to the injury and then click Save. This returns us to the incident dashboard where we can see a summary of the injuries. If you click on the injury, you can then see that injury box appears on the right hand side with all the details, including a unique ID for the injury and the related incident, where you can also edit or delete that particular consequence. Okay, so let's have a look at another consequence record, and this time record a near miss. Again, click Add, where you can record details of the near miss. This form is very similar to the injury form, again recording the actual severity and the potential severity, the company, the cost, the near miss type. You can then click Save, which will take you back to the incident summary, or you can go ahead and add an observation immediately. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will click Save and go back to the dashboard. So we've now recorded two consequences, an injury and a near miss. At this point, we cannot publish the record because we haven't yet added an observation relating to each of these consequences. So to add an observation, simply click on the Add Observation button. That opens the observation form, which can be completed in the normal way, capturing details of both the observation and the action. These should obviously relate to the consequence raised. Now, having recorded an observation and action relating to the injury, we can see by returning to the incident dashboard, the details of the observation and action are listed there. So we can go ahead and click Publish. The incident is now live and listed at the bottom of the project page. In order for an incident to be closed out in Yellow Jacket, all associated observations and actions must first of all be closed. Once this has happened, the incident manager can then select the relevant incident and close it out if they are happy that all actions have been completed and the investigation has finished. So with all observations and actions now closed, we can click on the Open Incident from the main project page. And from here we can review all the incident details, observe the actions and observations that have been closed at the bottom here. There is the opportunity to add further actions to the observation if required, but as you can see at the very bottom, we can now close out the incident now that the actions have been closed. So an incident manager can click the Close Incident box. He can then add any other comments in the box here and then click Close. Once the incident is closed, you still have the opportunity to upload other attachments and documents here. To generate your incident report, simply click on the Generate Report button here. Like all reports in Yellow Jacket, these can be viewed on the screen and also downloaded into various formats, including PDF and also Word files. And so here is a copy of the PDF report with all the details of the incident, the organisations involved, a summary of the incident, the associated incident and consequences, and lastly the observations and actions that were raised and closed out. Even once an incident has been closed out in Yellow Jacket, you can still add further attachments if there is any follow-up investigation, potentially by the HSE. To do that, just click the Add Attachments button, which will bring you back to the main incident dashboard. You can see there that it's indicated as closed, but there are buttons to add further images and evidence, as well as upload any other attachments, and then save. That can be done at any point following the closure of an incident. So that concludes this demonstration on the Incident Reporting module. This short practical exercise is designed to reinforce what you learned during the demonstration. There are 5 questions to answer. The answer will be revealed after each question. Good luck! Well done, that completes this Module 10 training exercise.